We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson. Terrence Bud Crawford. He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez, a man that had 90 professional fights before recording his first loss. Not many fighters in the history of this sport can say that.
Oh, pure bad blood.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Good left hook. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Crawford in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Jab to the body. Haven't seen a lot of those. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The straight right just misses. That jab's starting to mark him up. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stiff jab. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Stiff jab. And he caught him with a left hook. Nice counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice job blocking the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. He blocks that jab. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He parries away that left hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell for round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Holding nothing back here in the round. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Win this round. Get your mind back. Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick. Be smart. Just get your shots up.
Let's start the 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
There's a counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. The corner. Round 7, here we go. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble! We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself. Recompose yourself.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at it. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
He parries that left jab away. Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez gonna go down? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we continue.
I don't know who's got the advantage here after... And we enter the 8th round. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Those counter punches have to hurt. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that.